Peace and love to all the kings and queens. It's your girl, Melanie Charles, aka D Flower, and you are listening to yet another episode of the Make Jazz Trill Again podcast, season 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. This week's episode is really an exciting one. It's actually a throwback. During the summer on June 21st in Brooklyn, New York, we celebrated the album release of Jazz Money, incredible debut album by Zacchea'us Paul, who is also part of Team MJTA. It was a wonderful day in Brooklyn. Shout out to everyone who came and celebrated with us and were able to talk to Zach about his process, about the album. And, you know, we had some good laughs. So sit back, relax, get yourself some tea, get some wine, whatever you choose to do, and enjoy the Listening Party album release live podcast. Zacchea'us Paul, Jazz Money, hosted by Yunie and your girl, Melanie Charles, aka D Flower.
All right, peace and love, everyone. Welcome to the Make Jazz Trill Again podcast.
Yeah.
We are live. Today marks a very special day. It is June 21st, the album release date of Zacchea'us Paul's album, Jazz Money.
Yep.
That's right. Today, Melanie, Charles, and I are here with an incredible special guest, Zacchea'us Paul himself. We're here celebrating this incredible work that just came out today. And we're going to take some time to listen to the B-side of the album and kind of go through this incredible work of art. For those of you who do not know Zacchea'us Paul, we're going to get to know you a little bit for the people that don't know. So introduce yourself. Tell us where you're from. Tell us about the album a little bit and the inspiration.
So, my name is Zacchea'us Paul. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. And yeah, I just like to create. I like to compose. I'm a composer. I like to create new styles, new ways of thinking musically. And that's basically what I'm just trying to do in Jazz Money in this album, is to just, you know, give an authentic, using all the Afro-diaspora rhythms and doing it in an authentic way. And from my Southern perspective, I present to you Jazz Money.
So we're going to take some time to listen to this first track on the B-side entitled All Right.
Y'all give it up for DJ Ooh
Child. Give it up for DJ Ooh Child for hooking us up today.
And they way over knee deep. The vanity keep the pockets from going cheesy. They don't believe it, everything don't come easy. A lone wolf in the world where they breathe sheep. They say I'm too woke, the whole world in a deep sleep. Leaping over opposition like VC. Problematic mathematics for a lot of strings. Prophylactic, I got tactics like I coach a team. Holding static like it's magic, I just want a piece. Side power like a drug, I'm about to OD. Overly dedicated, orchestrated, pulling strings. I got tired of me stressing over little things. It's gonna be alright, okay, yeah, hey. No stress, feel nice, okay. Hardships, broke relationships I never need. They hardest, and I'm the type of wear it on my sleeve. They lose lips, lead a broken kid in trouble seas. Chasing everything but anything we really need. Cropping niggas out the picture when it's time to read. I keep my circle tight at BDBs. A lot of nights I had to break it, ain't no sleeping me. Pulling weeds out the garden, I planted plenty seeds. Sowing seeds to my destiny. on the off night, somewhere in the self-circumscribed hell embellished with stones. Cast at you with the tent to crack elephant bones. Motives to kill, a will to impose. Some will rather throw them than build and pillage earth for silver and gold. Others study up on techniques for healing the soul and shoulder more weight than Parthenon pillars could hold. Precipice are back, revelations here and there. Pressure bends her back, less cement to snap. Set the stage, clear the air. Is it God-based or out for self? Rob Flaker stepped on with Similac and sold in the village square. So where do we begin? The vision's still impaired. I know for sure that love's supreme, but the feeling's rare. Charter boat, submarine, or plane like a million air. Help us cross the vast ocean, Lord, hear our prayer. Finally pay attention and the price. Told them cut the check for every single time they took a slice, my boy. Shit, yeah, you heard right, my boy. Extra padding on my talent, every man gon' take a tumble. I'm less focused on the score than the fumble. We never dropped the ball when we had a ribbon to run through. Before the budget was stand alone, we saved up for bundles. Receipts cut short with the rap sheet on Rapunzel. Share the details, I'd love to, but I'd rather put less focus on what we gone through. Nah, let's have a toast to what we say we gon' do. Not saying the crib be the Maybach whipping it. I'm saying that we pray for the playback tripling. The streams is trickling, multiple incomes, pay out dividends. The VIP list getting way too ridiculous. But it ain't a question if the gang's still getting in. Y'all not listening, it ain't all appearances. We still alright tonight if we decide we skipping it. That's what the difference is. Cause where I'm from ain't no FOMO. It hit different when you get it with no promo. We gon' be alright, make that the caption on my photo. Real.
Yeah, that was called, All Right. That was a vibe. You know, so the album is called Jazz Money, and I was talking to somebody outside about the album. He was like, yeah, I checked it out. It was a vibe. I was like, right? He was like, let me ask you, what genre would you call this music? So I said what I said, but I'm asking you, what would you say if someone asked you what genre is this album?
I would say, I mean, it's a jazz record, but it's an Afro jazz record. That's just what I choose to call it, but it's a lot of things. But that's just what I choose to call it. So.
And that's that.
And that's that.
And why did you call the album Jazz Money?
Well, the original one I had was 90s Jazz Money, because I feel like jazz folks in the 90s was like making money, man. They was getting that paper. But now when you go to, it's not a lot of paper in jazz no more. The money's there, but, there's not a lot of real black folks doing it, Either you stuck to like a certain era and you just play the era, but I feel like it's always about moving forward and, trying some different stuff. So that's basically what I did in this. So I think it's a jazz record, but you can come run these hands. If not, So yeah.
Right.
What he says.
Yeah,
I got a classic in my hand right now.
It truly is a
Amen.
classic.
Beautiful. It's a work of art. I highly recommend getting the actual vinyl, and you will get the experience of what it actually felt like to go to a record store, read the vinyl liner notes, and I can tell you put that thought into it. There's a poem on the back. I'm not even going to read the poem, because if you want to hear the poem, you got to buy the record.
Gotta get it.
Period.
Facts.
Gotta get
And a beautiful dedication section, and it's just it gives classic, but it also gives future at the same time.
It does.
Man, thank you.
All right, well, on that note, let's go and play the next John. Set it up. What we're listening to next.
Yeah.
Right. This next track is called Wasting Time, featuring Zacchae'us Paul, Chit Jr. again, Daniel Winchell on bass, Genghis Don on drums as well. So please enjoy.
You see me every day. You know that I'm here for you, babe. I'm giving you my life. And now that I'm broken in the sky, you see my heart. You're always right. Yeah, that's a life. Oh, you know it, I'm here. Now, floating in the sky. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. I wanna hear you say, I wanna see you, babe. You're all that I never hear you say. You're all that I needed. You're all in all my mind. You're all in all my dreams. You get the best of me. Tell me why don't you love me? Ooh, yeah. You're all I needed now. Ooh, you're all I needed now. Ooh, you're all I needed now.
Yeah. That was called Wasting My Time. Jazz Money. This next track is a very exciting one for us personally. It's entitled The Jungle. And for those of y'all who've been in Brooklyn for a couple of years are aware of this event that used to happen called The Jungle. And the resident DJ is a brother by the name of Pudge Mental. I think he's like probably one of the top 5 living DJs like in the world. What would you say, Zach?
Absolutely top 5. They're still kicking it too. They still doing events.
Jungle is still doing things,
Yeah.
but there was this like superhero conglomerate. It was Pudge on the 1s and 2s, and Zach, you started going to the Jungle because of me. I put you on the game. Okay,
As Melanie usually does.
That's right.
And it inspired the song. So talk about that.
That was our spot. The Jungle was our spot, man. Like for a while, then they asked me to come on board. Then it changed. The relationship changed. But this is the beginning. This is how it felt in the beginning when we first started going, as it was our spot. So this would be. I'm gonna let Yunie read it off.
All right, so we're going to listen to both The Jungle and Save the Children. Oh, my bad. Oh, whoops. I'm getting ahead of myself. Fine Dining. And this in particular highlights Melanie Charles on vocals. And Orlando Watson as well. and then we'll get into the jungle. So yeah, let's enjoy.
Word is, there ain't much room for around the way girls anymore. But personally, I'd rather roll over to back roads and some side boob oozing through your favorite too tight tank top at the top of the morning. Pardon me, darling, but I didn't expect this futon to catch feelings so fast. Yet we slip into the grip of Netflix without notice. Binging and boning. Backs plastered to upholstery, upholding ceremonious motions matted on a mattress in holy matrimony. See, ain't no sinning when I'm bending your ligaments. Discoloring pigment with sucker bites be set on the sides of your neck. I pray to impress you forever. Finding my fix pressed against tiger stripes and stretch marks made just for me. So yeah, maybe I am a little territorial, but my God, I could never lose faith in a face like yours. So let's fast forward past formalities as you take all the space you need. Take it. To be seen, take it. To be heard. Beyond whatever hurt has made you second guess so sexy, I swear. There's room enough for flaws to flow freely. So be easy, baby. Go and take off your cool and quench that attitude you've become accustomed to. Cause you can be whoever you see fit and I'll support accordingly. Quick to welcome whatever conversations you conjure. Please believe me, please. I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise, I promise.
Yeah. As we move inside, you know the jungle is worldwide. Rah, rah, rah.
Surprise, I cannot hide. Oh yeah, we rockin', baby. We're rockin', yeah, we're rockin', yeah, we're rockin', yeah. We're rockin', yeah, we're rockin' to the early morn, to the break of dawn. Oh yeah, we're rockin', yeah, we're rockin'. I can't believe you really walked in to my surprise. I cannot hide. Oh.
Take a chance. Yeah. So lovers rock team. So lovers rock team. We there in the jungle. Vibes nice. Everything sound crisp and precise. Talk to them.
Yeah. That was The Jungle. Yeah. So this track made me want to ask you, because it sounds so good. It was bumping. What do you guys think? Was it bumping in here or what? And for those of you who are listening, I don't know if they'll get to hear the track, but if you did, I hope you guys liked it. Of course you did. I'm wondering, for all the audiophiles, all the engineers and producers who might listen to the MJTA podcast, what was your process when recording this album? Like, did you go to a studio? Did you spend like a week in a studio? Like, how did you literally make this album happen?
Man, I had pieced this thing together a couple ways. At first, I had chopped up, because I'm like a sample producer, and I'm also a live instrumentation producer as well. So I kind of I can never find a drum sample that is what I want, and in the time, so I always have to maybe pick like a one shot. I have to find like a one shot, piece it together, make the groove that I want. Right? So that, and I found this trombone. So I would just take that whole loop, because they're doing other things. I find different ones to create a melody that I want. Then I put it in Logic, it's the platform I use, the DAW, and I may chop it up and change the key of each section so that it's mine at that point. That is, I'm telling what chord it to go to. Mm-hmm. I do that, and with this track in particular, I did that, and I recorded Pudge. He did that in one take. We did that at the Jazz Gallery, random enough.
Shout
at
out
the Jazz,
to the Jazz Gallery.
Was that live performance, Jazz Gallery? Or that was...
No, Zach snuck into the Jazz Gallery.
I did not sneak into the Jazz Gallery.
We spilling tea at the MJTA podcast.
Somehow.
Okay.
I got in there.
It's entertainment.
And man, I used to do sound at the Jazz Gallery, man. And shout out to Rio and all the people up there at the Jazz Gallery. So yeah, I brought my I have this thing called the ISO box. So it's like a thing you put your head in to record. If you're living in apartments, shout out to ISO box. They not paying me, but y'all need to pay me.
Period.
And yeah, I brought that in there. It's already a nice sounding place, so we did that. I think I recorded it on a AKG 414, which was nice for his voice. And yeah, I mixed it. I had an assistant by Paul Baybro. He's the one that's also mastered it.
Shout out to Paul.
He was supposed to be here tonight, but he couldn't. But he'll be here later. But yeah, that was my process.
Before we go to the other tune, just one more question, because I know people taking notes, because we all trying to, figure out how to record stuff. That mic that you said you used for Pudge, did you use that for yourself as well? Were you able to use that for all the instruments?
I did not. For the album, I got a mic called the Austrian Audio OC818. It's basically like a remodel of the AKG one, but it's made from these folks in Austria, and it's pretty cool. It's like the people that build the mics are all women. It's women owned.
We love that.
They build the
that.
capsules and the microphones. So man, y'all check out Austrian. Y'all need to pay me too though.
That's right.
Can you say their name one more time?
Yes,
y'all need
they
to
do.
pay me too.
For those who missed it, what's the name of the company?
It's Austrian Audio.
Austrian.
And
We
the mic
putting
is
y'all
the
on.
OC818.
So
Absolutely.
the album, which parts of the album were recorded together as a band or ensemble?
Okay.
Was it on A side?
B side, Save the Children. Which is, I think, wow, the next
one.
record. That was a recorded all together, but I was sitting on this song for a long time, I must say. I lived in Puerto Rico for about 5 years. So during Maria, I started to learn about a lot of just how to survive, really. I'm a young black man, so I've experienced having your lights cut off and stuff like that from being in poverty, but not to the point of a hurricane when you out for you don't know when that thing coming back on, man. You don't know where that water coming back on. You just don't know, and that uncertainty will drive you crazy. So I took that time, man. I was locked in the library, and just composing, just making songs. So I started taking like classes. I was really cool with the people. I didn't like my college there, but I learned everything I knew from the streets, man. That's all I needed to go. Just to go to the streets, find the black folks in Puerto Rico. And the transatlantic, slave trade came around down to Puerto Rico. I started realizing that there's a black community down here, and they have rhythms that I'm familiar with, that's akin to Cuba, that's akin to Jamaica, that's akin to Brazil, that's akin to, you see how that slave trade go, you know what I'm saying?
Haiti.
Haiti, Guadeloupe, like we all have the same rhythms. We got different names for it, but how they structure their rhythm is like they got a name for everything. This come from here. These are like the 6 trending, Jones right now, and these are like ancient rhythms. These are like, and just learning, having percussion around, and just like studying drums, like if anybody that plays an instrument, pick up a drum, man. Like go beat on the table. Go do something rhythmic. Learn some rudiments, learn your paradiddle, man. Like even if you play horn, you don't touch no sticks, you better go find some, like that will just open your whole world up, because we're thinking about 12 notes. There's only 12 notes, man. Like in the Western, there's only 12 notes. And there's only so many times you can hit those notes. You have to just hit those notes. But the rhythms, there's millions of rhythms. So we should be having different rhythms on the airways. We should be having different rhythms that inspires us, that keeps us out of captive. That that I feel like in a way. I'm ranting now. Oh my God.
No, this is why we're here.
But in a way, that kind of brainwashes us. If you ever seen this movie on Netflix called They Clone Tyrone, like this was stuff I was already like hip to and trying to like figure out how to say it. But in that movie, they did it perfectly. Them folks went to the club, and all they had was this loop. That loop was like that loop, and people, man, that sound sonic is very strong. It's an element. We can't play around with sounds and words and what we put into our communities, because I love the shoot 'em up bang bang. That's what I call it, the shoot 'em up bang bang. I'm about that. I grew up on Gucci, man. You know what I'm saying? I grew up on Jeezy. You know what I mean? Like, NBA Youngboy, Chief Keef. You know what I'm saying? Can I keep going? Young Nudie. Can I keep going, man? Keep going. Jesus Christ. Like, I'm about it for real. My folks is about it for real, but we got to be having different rhythms, man. We got to be listening to different, because it's that beat. That's the only thing that got the folks is the beat, man. But we got to be careful with them lyrics, bro. The lyrics is where it's at. So that's the process behind the whole song. Get them lyrics together.
Yeah.
Get them lyrics together.
Thank you, Zach. That was beautiful.
I'm so sorry I was long-winded.
No, that's exactly what me and Mel try to get people to do on this podcast. Talk.
That's right.
All right, now let's take a listen to this next track. It's called Save the Children, featuring Henry Cole and Melanie Charles.
Yes. This was recorded together.
Proud of the ones who's getting it done. They'll take on your money, but you'll see till it's done. They'll take them to school, you give them 20 for some food. They'll take on your money, but you'll see till it's done. See what you learn, bro. Just want to see. You see you fly to the moon. Just want to
certain that we need more than the sacks of the steel that you see here. We need some community security. We need an army of people that's willing to defend the community in their very lives.
To serve this present age, my calling to fulfill all my powers engaged, my master's will to
Yes, that was Save the Children.
I heard all of the African rhythms and the Puerto Rican influences in there.
Rumba from Cuba. You know, it was great.
I'm so eager to ask your experience working with legendary living legend Terry Lynn Carrington. She A&R'd and executive produced this album, right?
Yeah.
So how was that experience working with the Queen?
Well, she had reached out to me for the first time she reached out to me. I had heard of Terry, but I didn't really know the instance. I knew that she played with Sheila E. You know, I knew that. And like she would be like, she might pop up in a documentary or two, like just, Dr. Terry Lynn Carrington, just like casually, you know. It was like, oh, yeah, Terry Lynn. And I know that my boy Morgan, he plays with her. So she hit me up, you know. We talked on the phone maybe about an hour, everything. I don't even remember. Like, it was such a long conversation. And, you know, by the end of the conversation, she presented this opportunity to me to come along with this indie jazz label called Candid Records. And I've never heard of Candid. They are like bought up. They're, you know, record label that were bought and sold over the years. They had like a couple like cool like records back in the 70s, and like, you know, they got everybody's masters and stuff, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, great. I see this Charles Mingus record. I'm seeing this. I was like, okay, cool. So she wanted to bring me and Morgan on with a couple other people in mind. And at first I was like, no, because I was with this management at the time, and I just was trying to go another routine. Then like a couple years ago, I was like, let me hit her back up. Let me see, like, maybe because I guess at the time my sound wasn't like really. I don't think I was ready to do this kind of project when she had hit me up. I just wasn't there, like sonically. I was on some other type of time that I needed to be in order to create this. So I think it was just at the right time, you know. She was like, yeah, let's do it. So, and we did it, and it was kind of on hold for a while because I was trying to clear some samples, and just couldn't do it. So so it might be a deluxe coming real soon though.
Okay, little extra tracks.
Little extra,
in the cut.
yeah.
Okay, we're gonna look out for that. We're going to go into this next song, which is one of the tunes we played before we got started, which is entitled Dirty Red. We are going to, after that, we will open up first for the audience to ask a few questions. So I want you guys to think of a strong question to ask this incredible musician and artist here, and then we'll go into the music set, the live music set. So before we do that, Zach, I want to thank you for taking the time to share your work with us, to bless the world with your voice.
Thank y'all for listening.
And a voice that's very much needed in this time, and that's bold, brave, and innovative. And and thanks for being a part of the Make Jazz Trill Again podcast and team.
I'm so happy
everybody
to be here.
give it up for Zacchae'us Paul,
Thank
please.
you.
Yeah, Jazz Money.
So
I got to fight one of the bad games. I had to fight without ski.
She's waiting. It's cool and it's warm, man. Down the street waiting. That pickup truck. Yeah. Come on, let's ride around West End. Oh, down, yeah. So smooth behavior, yeah. 'Cause I move with faith, yeah. And I ride around with it. I ride around with it. Let's ride to the fruit stand. Make sure to be patient. Make sure to be patient. Yeah, yeah.
Got to let the people Paul play basketball. I'm real young now. Oh, yeah. Come on, Michelle.
And 63 by 17 and Batman Park, yeah, you know I'm nice, cause 7 threes by 10 says don't make no sense, don't take offense. I'm dirty red, I cross it up, and yeah, and one, you know I'm down for it. Don't mess it up, yeah, I'm not the one. I ain't your brother, I ain't your son, I ain't your friend, your little man, I ain't your dad. We can run these hands, we can run these hands, we can run these hands, yeah. Oh, I'm dirty red, I cross it up, and yeah, and one, you know I'm down for real. Don't mess it up. And 63 by 17, and Batman Park, yeah, you know I'm nice, cause 7 threes by 10 says don't make no sense, don't take offense. Oh, I'm dirty red, I cross it up, and yeah, and one, you know I'm down for real. Don't mess it up, yeah, I'm not the one. And 63 by 17, and Batman Park, yeah, you know I'm nice, cause 7 threes by 10 says don't make no sense, don't take offense. And 63 by 17, and Batman Park, yeah, you know I'm nice, cause 7 threes by 10 says don't make no sense, don't take offense.
all right, that was Dirty Red.
Yeah.
Before we get into the Q&A, Zach shared a little gem about that last track. Terry Lynn Carrington is playing drums, but I thought it was a live session. Those were actually sampled drums.
Those are AI'd drums.
AI.
Yeah. Shout out to Terry Lynn Carrington. It's off of her first project called TLC and Friends. She was 16 years old. Y'all should check it out. Actually, you can pull your phones out and find it.
It's an amazing album.
Fire.
That's crazy.
So I might be the first one that has sampled that. So I'll take I'll take that.
Well, when you say AI, I know we want to go into the Q&A, but it was her, but you got it thanks to AI. It's not like AI imitated
It wasn't.
her
It wasn't
playing.
AI generated. I guess I
Right.
should
Yes,
be
clarify.
specific.
Yes, be specific. Be specific.
Because I got an AI. I got an AI generated Terry Lynn. No. This was Terry Lynn, but I used AI to take out the stems, the stem separator. And I think I did that on BandLab. Shout out BandLab. Y'all need to give me some money too.
More tech sponsorships is needed.
Yeah, definitely need some tech sponsorships. So
All right.
BandLab, man.
All right, so we're gonna take the time to open up the Q&A. We have a mic here. Please use the microphone. We are recording the podcast, so make sure you say your question clearly into the mic. Is there anyone that wants to ask a question? Lysandra? Yes. Shout out to Lysandra, who has a podcast called
Tuned In for Justice and Joy.
Tuned In, yes.
Yes.
Okay, so you mentioned Gucci, Jeezy. I'm obsessed with lineages, and so I'm interested in knowing like what was your both musical and non-musical lineage that we can hear through the album.
Ooh.
Who influenced you?
Ooh, Lysandra. My. Who influenced me? I mean, let me just start with my family first. My father's a pastor. My mother is a minister. She's an amazing soprano. My father's an amazing tenor. I think I would say they influenced me first. I didn't grow up with them together. They were not together, but I would have time spent with my dad, and it'd be like heavy quartet. Very country. We eating chicken downstairs, you know what I'm saying, pork and beans, ham hock, chitlins, all that downstairs under the church. So that's where I come from for real. Go to church in the morning, they got grits and eggs. They feed you in the morning, and they gonna have a program. They're gonna program at 6:00 and a program at 8:00.
They don't do that anymore in churches nowadays.
I go to church on Tuesday, Wednesday, Bible study on Thursday, choir rehearsal. I would be in church all day. No joke. With my mom, my stepdad, his name was Darren Jennings. He's the one that actually taught me how to play the keys. We had an interesting relationship, but that boy, he could play, that's for sure. He's from Ohio, Akron, Ohio, and he taught me how to use my ear. I would say no one ever taught me really how to play, like scales, and like I think he taught me the C scale. Like that was do 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 dee. That was it. That's all he gave me till G.
Wow.
That's right, and that was it. And after I started playing, I feel like he was kind of distancing himself, but I think he was doing that on purpose. Like, he needed, now I needed to like find my own sound. He got me to where I was playing. Okay, great. All right. You have a good day. So yeah, I feel like I'm rambling again.
That was a good question.
Yes, great question.
Yeah.
Thank you, Lysandra. Anyone else have a question that they'd like to ask? This is your one chance. Because you can't go in the DMs.
One last
you could.
chance.
You could. You could.
Last chance.
It's a joke, a little joke.
One last chance.
Oh, wait, hold on one second.
One more time. Rewind.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. You mentioned there being two sides.
Yes,
So-
A side, B side.
What would you say A side is and B side is? Is there a cohesive thing to each?
Let me see, man.
That was a good question. Oh.
Jesus. I feel like these can be interchanged, y'all. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what the listing was going to be, and I just went ahead once. Paul Babe Bro, once he sent me like the masters, we went through a lot of revisions, y'all. It was probably about 20 mixes. I mixed it as well, and when you mix a record, especially your own record, you spend a lot of time listening to it, just from the production side. So at that point, I was just so overwhelmed. I didn't know what I wanted to do. But I feel like the A side, is kind of like, for me, I don't know, I feel like they're like yin and yang, almost. I feel like it's starts kind of cold and gets hot to dirty red. Then it kind of starts off real dreamy. Like I had to start off with Alpha Woman, like that. It couldn't be no other. Banana Laffy Taffy. I had an original intro with T.I. and Cam Newton. Like that was the intro I wanted. I could not get nothing from Cam Newton. So Cam Newton, you seen this, bro? I need you to go look at your emails, my bro, and goddamn, and we can talk so we can release that. But since that got cut, there was a sample of Bay Richards. This Black Woman Has Spoken. I got in touch with her estate. I need y'all to go check that out. That's Black history right there. She was an old actor, I think like in the 40s and 50s. So yeah, I guess it's just a yin-yang thing.
And then he said on the B
way.
side, fine dining is Alpha Woman backwards, right? So
yes, good. You good. So yeah, fine dining is basically, I ran everything through a cassette tape. And so when you run things through cassette tape on SIA, side B, it plays back in reverse. So I took that, ran it through like some preamps and stuff like that. Made it sound a little magical. Not really much, just in the boost the game. And the reverse fine dining came. It's literally Alpha Woman just pasted and just reversed. And it's basically like the dirty version, basically. So Alpha Woman is the knowledge and information, but there still is that B-side.
It's the risque.
Amen.
Amen.
Yes.
I think we should start transitioning into the live set, unless anyone has like a burning question on their heart.
Burning.
Yes, we have a burning question. Yes.
Burning in your heart.
All right. Bringing it back to the influences that you drew from church, being in Atlanta, being in Puerto Rico, was there anything that you found in that intersection that didn't show up on that album? Like anything you had learned?
That's a good question, my brother.
Okay. The question was, at that intersection of your life making this album, right? Living in Atlanta, living in Puerto Rico, being from the church, which, every day, I get it. Mm-hmm. Was there anything that you found at that intersection that didn't show up on that album? Like anything you had learned, any influence that you had gleaned, or?
I feel like I wanted to go into a heavy, like, samba. I think I want to do like I do have a couple songs that incorporate more samba, like Mama Said, the second half of that is like, that's some samba, but I got some songs, man. I'm really trying to like, I really wanted to, it just didn't fit the project, but I think that's a side of me that I want to explore even more, like going deep into like samba, maybe a whole album of samba. Acoustic, just instruments and voice type. That'd be dope.
That's fire. The great question.
Thank
you. Y'all came with the questions.
Yeah.
Well, in closing, you want to let the people know where to grab the album, where to follow you online,
Yes.
all the things.
We're about to transition to the live set, but have a little check-in over here. If you see set.live, get a chance, to win like a free CD. And also, you'll see a QR code over there. I sold out of all vinyls in person, but I have vinyl CDs. Scan that QR code, please support, so I can keep doing this.
And for our listeners,
keep bringing this. Follow me on What's Good Zach. Tell your friends, send this to your mama. You can send this to your mom. You can.
And for the podcast listeners, where can they find you to purchase the record?
Yeah. Just go to my website at www.whatsgoodZach, ZACH.com. And my gram is at What's Good Zach as well. And all my social medias, man, just look me up, man. You can Google me, man.
Okay.
Google me, man.
Okay, so in closing, we have our little ritual that we do. I say, whatever you do. Well, you already know because you listen to the podcast. Trill Trivia. We didn't do Trill Trivia.
Okay.
Oh gosh, Dara, you putting Yunie on the spot.
Dang, Dara,
Damn.
prepared. Oh, okay.
I'm not
All
good at
right.
these.
I'll come up with one Trill Trivia question.
Michael Jackson.
Let's see. Okay. No, I do. Just give me a second. What jazz pianist is from Canada?
Do you know? I don't know.
Not Drake.
Give me
Choices?
some,
All right.
give me some
Okay.
thank
Choices.
you.
Choices.
I'm gonna need an A3.
A. Billy Strayhorn. B. Duke Ellington. C. Kenny Kirkland. Or D. Oscar Peterson.
I'm gonna cross some out. You definitely can't do D. That's a no-go. She's not from Canada. Definitely not Billy Strayhorn. What was the second? Give me that again. Give me that again. A. Oh, do you remember?
B.
It's definitely
the other
not
one.
Billy.
It was Kenny Kirkland and Duke Ellington and Billy Strayhorn.
All right, I'm gonna go with Oscar Peterson.
You got it. Random jazz trivia that swims around my brain.
Thank you, Dara Gala. Okay, y'all. So we're gonna go into the music. I think the vibe is right.
But remember, whatever you do,
Yes. Whatever you do,
Remember to
make jazz trill again. Let's go, DJ. Ooh, chat.